Don't call yourself a penetration tester if you don't know about the file system commands in the Linux machine. If you don't know about them, then in this video we will be learning about those commands, and these commands are very important and handy in a lot of cases. So without any further delay, let's get started and open our terminal. So if you are unsure what files are stored in your directory in which you are working right now, then there is a command that you can use, and that command is known as ls. It is used to list all the directories within, not only directories, all the files and the directories that are within this directory. So you can use ls command to list all the things, but there is one more thing. There are lot of hidden directories, like hidden files, hidden directories. Then you should have to use ls-a, and that would show you all the files, directories along with all the hidden things. So you can see that when we just run this ls command, these folders or directories were shown to you. But when we run the ls-a command, then it showed us a lot of things that we had not seen in our previous run. So let's clear it out and let's learn about another thing that is known as pwd. Pwd command is used when we want to know in which directory we are working right now. There are a lot of cases when we are inside a directory but we don't know where we are. So we use pwd command in Linux machine, and it would show us where we are right now. And you can see that we are inside this home and Kali, and Kali is the username here for the person using this machine right now, and pwd stands for print working directory. Okay, there is another command, but let's clear it out first and let's see what is the next command. The next command is used to change your directory. Okay, so let's see how we can change our directories. But first, let's see what is our current working directory. Our current working directory is home Kali. Okay, so let's see here. There are two types of changing directory. For that, we use cd and a path where we want to change our directory. So for that, let's see here what are there. There are some folders here like videos, public, pictures, music, desktop, or documents. So we want to, if we want to go back to these documents, we will use cd here, and documents, we can write whole documents, no problem, and it would do change the directory. But there is another thing. Let's see what is inside this folder. This folder is empty, so I'm just going back one folder right now. I would explain what was that command we used to go back. But let's pwd again, and we see that there we are inside this directory. Let's ls. So instead of typing all these documents, there is a shortcut in Linux. We just have to write first letters and press a tab button, and it would show us the suggestion that hey, you want to go to the documents or the downloads. So we will again press the tab and we can navigate like that. Right button, left button, right button, left button. So if we are going to documents, then we will enter this one and enter this one. Okay, now if we do pwd, you can see that our current working directory had been changed. Okay, so let's see ls. We got nothing here. Let's use ls-a, and we got nothing here. So okay, let's clear it out. And there is another thing. This is the procedure to go to a folder that is inside our folder in which we are working, or you can say that in the folder or current working directory we are working. Okay, there is another thing. If we want to go back one directory, so how to do that? We can use ls-a, and you will see these files. Okay, if we want to go one directory back, I would use this double dots and this slash and enter, and you would see that we are in the home. Okay, let's see what is there. ls-a, and you would see that this is Kali here. Okay, let's pwd, and you can see that our directory had been like home only. Okay, let's use cd double dot this again, and let's pwd. Then you would see that nothing is here, just a slash. Okay, let's use ls-a, and you would see all the things that are inside our file system. So you can see here a lot of files, a lot of folders, directories, and we know this home because we were inside this home. Okay, we got the bin here, binary files, we got the devices file dev, we got the lib64s, mnt, opt, a lot of things here. So we just have a quick look on how to change the directories. We saw only two things here. One is to change our directory to a subfolder, and the other thing to go back into previous directories. So we can again go back to these directories. For example, if we go back to the var and let's ls there, you will see a lot of files directory, sorry, and this www is used when we want to place some files that could be accessed over a server. Okay, let's go back again, but no, let's go back to this home or desktop. Let's go back to this desktop. Where is this one? This one, this one, this one. This is desktop. Let's go to this desktop. But where is this desktop located? This is located inside this home, and this inside this home there was a Kali. Where is that one? This Kali, and inside this Kali is this desktop. Let me show you in the file explorer. So I am at the same location where we have seen or opened in this terminal. So if we want to go to the desktop, we go to the home, the Kali, and there is the desktop. Okay, so let's open the terminal and let's use here cd the full path. If we do it like that, desktop, then you can see that nothing is shown for our suggestion. So we would be using /home/ if our path is correct, then when we press the tab, it would show us the auto completion. So let's use here desktop and enter. Okay, now you can see that our directory had been changed. But let's pwd there, and you got home Kali desktop. Okay, perfect. So let's ls there. You would see these files, and yes, we were on some explorer development and reverse shells. So a lot more stuff are going on here. But if you don't know what are these files, then I would suggest you to watch our reversal video in this Hack the Day series, and the link would be in the description below. You can watch that video anytime. So there is another command that is known as clear, clear, to clear out this screen. Okay, now we have seen some commands like ls to list the directories or the files, pwd to print the working directory, cd to change the directory. There is another thing, if we want to see what a file contains, then what would be the procedure for that? There is a command in Linux that is known as cat, and we can use here any file we want to see inside, and let's use this text.txt and hit enter. And yes, you can see that, hey guys, how are you? I am programium. Okay, so let's go back to this desktop and let's open this text file, and now you can see that it had the same content that we have seen here. Let's try to make some changes here, like we are testing, and let's save it, and let's get this file again. Then you can see that our file had been updated there. But there is another thing, but let's do ls. You just have to focus on what we are going to do. I'm going to use nano, and let's use one more thing. Let's use command.txt, and you would see this screen. This is a Nano Editor. This is known as file editor. So let's use something like we are using Nano to edit files. Okay, let's save it, and if we do ls here, then you would see that we got another command.txt file. And let's use here cat again, and you can see that we are using nano to edit files. Fine, all these things are working fine, and I hope you are getting all these commands that we are learning right now. So we have studied one more command. What we will do to make folders inside another folder. I am at the desktop, so there is a very long process for that. Right click anywhere, create folder, and you can say it like that, folder 1. Okay, there is a shortcut Control-Shift-N, and this shortcut is the same in the Windows and the Linux machines. So let's say it as folder 2. Okay, you would have seen that this is the by right clicking on it and create folder and naming them is a long process. But when we use the shortcut control shift N, then it is a little bit easier. But if you're only using the terminal, you won't have access to the GUI based operating systems or anything like that, then of course you would be able to make folders or directories by using the terminal. So there is a command that is known as mkdir. Let's use here folder 5 and let's ls there. Okay, we can see that there is two things, this 5 and then this folder. Okay, you would see that when we were using this GUI based version, then we can name whatever. For example, if I write a new folder space for, then it would create only a folder. I'm not going to create another one. I'm just if I use mkdir underscore this, let's see ls there, you would see that we got another folder by this name. So if we are going to use mkdir to create a make, it is known as make directory, then it would create a directory by the name we are passing here. But if that contains a name here and a space, another string or name, and then the string space and another string, then it would create folders in this order. We can see that here we have used folder space 5, then it created two folders 5 and this folder. So we got this thing. Okay, we want to delete these 4 folders plus this 5th one. So how to delete them? Of course, there is a GUI version. Go to folder, right click on it and move to trash. Okay, we can use here, click on it, del to delete it. Okay, but how to use this feature in the terminal? So for that we will using rmdir to remove directory 5. Okay, let's see ls there, no 5 there. Okay, let's again use rmdir and use here folder. Let's use here ls. The folder had been deleted. There is a shortcut also. Let's use here rmdir and f, and let's use this and let's see the result. You can see that when I use this f and a star asterisk, it deleted these two things that are started from the f. This is a shortcut in Linux command system and it is known as wildcard. If we use something like this, then this would indicate that here you have to do a specific command or operation on this, on which is starting from the f. For example, let's clear it out. I'm giving an example again. Let's create some folders. Mkdir. Let's use here folder 1, shoulder, and solder 1. I just use some random names for this folder. So let's ls there, and you would see the folder 1, folder 2, shoulder, and solder 1. So if I use here like rmdir, remove everything that starts for fol, and then if I just use here fol, then you would see that no such file or directory. But if I use it like that, it would say, hey, you have to delete all the things that started from fol. Okay, and let's iterate. You would see that it's been deleted. We can repeat this process for this s, and let's do it like that, and let's ls. You would see that all the files or the folders that start from the s have been deleted. So we have again seen that how to delete and how to make some directories. Okay, let's clear it out. There are a lot of other processes when we need to copy or move files. Like for example, ls there is a file like this code.desktop. I want to move it to somewhere. So let's say if I want to move this one, I would use here Control X, and let's go back to the document. It is empty, and Control V. It's been pasted there, it's been moved. So let me ls again, you will see that it's not here. But if I want to, you can say move this file back from documents to the desktop, what I would be doing? I would be showing you two methods. First method is that let's jump back to our directory where this file is saved. So that is stored in this home Kali and documents, and let's ls there. We see there this code.desktop. So let's use here cp. cp is used for copy files, and it requires two things. One is the source path and one is the destination path. So the source path is this code.desktop and the destination path is here the home Kali desktop, and let's do it like that. And at ls here you will see that it's there. But if I there is another thing for ls. If I use here ls home and then Kali desktop, you would see that core.desktop it been is there. Okay, so that means this cp have been just copied this file from the document and paste it there at the desktop. So let's see, there it's been present in the desktop, sorry, documents and in the desktop. Okay, so I'm just going to delete it from here, but this time we will be moving this file from the documents to the desktop. So for that, let me clear it out, and we would be using mv, that stands for move. And again it takes two things, the source and the destination path. So source is this file we want to move. We want to move it to home Kali desktop and enter, and ls there you will see nothing is there as it returned nothing. Okay, let's see here, document is empty. Okay, let's you can say ls and home Kali desktop, and you will see that we got this desktop code.desktop there. Okay, there is another thing. Let's go back to this folder, our file explorer, and there is a file here like this code.desktop. We want to rename this file. Of course, we will right click on it and rename, and we will rename whatever we want to do. There is another shortcut, press F2 by selecting this one, and we can rename that, of course, but we want to do with the terminal. So let's cd to the let's cd to the desktop, ls there, we got this core.desktop. We want to rename it, so there is another command we can use for this renaming, and that is mv. And let's see here what would be the process to rename this file. We would use core.desktop, and we would use here like new file dot desktop. Okay, let's ls there. You would see that core.desktop had been replaced with this one. So we can use this mv command to change or rename files or folders. So guys, these are the most important and most used commands I have used a lot in my penetration testing tasks, and I also suggest everyone that at least you have to learn these commands and you should have to grip on them, because these are the most used commands. I know there are other commands like chmod, chon, and other stuff, but the most important one are these one. So, and also these are the most used commands for the file system. So enough for this video, guys. We will be coming with, of course, another video, and we will be trying to deliver you something amazing, something that can give you informative concepts, and something that can teach you good practices for your penetration testing journey. And do subscribe this channel and hit the like button, and of course follow our Facebook page to get notified about our new notifications, about our future plans. And we are planning to make a seminar or something like that in our near future. So do like our Facebook page and group also, and stay tuned for our next video. Goodbye.